Is the latest Fast and Furious installment, Fast X, any good? Over the last 2 decades, the Fast and Furious franchise has evolved from a simple movie about street racers into one of the highest grossing franchises in history. Newcomer to the Fast series, Louis Leterrier, takes on directing duties for Fast X, working from a script by Dan Mazou and longtime franchise director Justin Lin. Continuing the story of Dominic Toretto and his family of racers and car enthusiasts, Fast X flips the script by making Dom the target of an old vendetta. Fast X is a breathless thrill ride that occasionally gets bogged down in melodramatic dialogue, but Jason Momoa's villain makes it a blast to watch. In this video, I want us to provide a non-spoiler high-level review of the new Fast X movie. But before Dom Toretto demands I give him my 10-second car, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, Fast X's plot is more of an excuse to jump from one action set piece to the next, with brief interludes about the importance of family that flirt with but never truly convey a compelling emotional heart. The story centers around revenge, with new villain Dante Reyes being retconned into the Fast and Furious franchise as the son of Fast 5 villain Hernan Reyes. Years later, he emerges to cause Dom as much suffering as possible by creating an international incident and pinning it on Dom's family, who are then hunted by the agency for which they previously worked. Though Dom's family is scattered across the globe and Dom himself does little more than play cat and mouse with Dante, it's one of the Fast franchise's more simple and easier to follow plots. For Fast X, the simpler storyline works since the movie is clearly more interested in violating the laws of gravity and pushing the boundaries on what can be accomplished in a car. This creates an interesting visual spectacle with death-defying stunts and exciting, gripping action set pieces broken up by what's become trademark quipping from its characters. Fast and Furious is a franchise that has become known for its action and stunts, and in this regard, Fast X exceeds all expectations. However, the script by Lin and Mazou leaves something to be desired, largely because it's at odds with itself. Fast X wants to be a movie that smirks cheekily at its audience, letting the viewer know they're in on the joke, but it also wants to have a grounded and emotional through line. Unfortunately, it doesn't pull off a compelling balance, waffling between nudge-nudge wink-wink jokes and soapy dialogue about family. It's almost, but not quite, a parody of itself. Still, the film is by no means a slog to get through, and a big part of that is the delightful deviousness of Momoa's Dante. While Diesel plays Dom at the character's most stoic and, as a result, most boring, Momoa has enough personality to carry the main antagonist relationship of the movie. The actor is very clearly having a blast in the role, playing the flamboyant villain to Diesel's unflappable hero, and he makes Fast X a much more entertaining watch than it would have been without his performance. However, with so much screen time dedicated to Dante, it's less spent with the other members of Dom's family. While most get moments to shine, John Cena's Jacob is perhaps the next most entertaining of the bunch, getting a fun storyline as he protects Dom's son, Brian. The rest of the cast is perfectly fine, but Fast X clearly starts to show the cracks of the Fast franchise's tendency towards too large casts. For all the issues with the script, Fast X is still a solid entry in the Fast and Furious franchise, offering what viewers have come to expect, over-the-top action sequences, and brief moments of familial sentimentality. It's very much the Avengers Infinity War of the franchise, putting a great deal of focus on the villain, splitting up the heroes, and ending on a cliffhanger. Because of the cliffhanger ending, Fast X does feel a bit unfinished, but with Fast and Furious 11 already confirmed, we at least know we'll get some answers in the sequel. It's a risk to end a movie this way, but in a franchise that flouts the rules of gravity and storytelling all the time, it makes sense for Fast X. What do you guys think? Was it a good addition to the franchise? And did you like the cliffhanger ending? Let me know below.